So you join me about 36 hours or so after the node sacrifice. I'm sat in the middle of nowhere at the moment, but I'll explain that in a little while. So I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the whole node purchase, node sacrifice, give you my thoughts, and I guess I've also got a specific message for those people that are currently really disappointed, despondent because they didn't get what they wanted in terms of nodes. So that's what today's about. Let's go. Welcome, dear friend. I know you've noticed this isn't my usual location, but you're joining me as I'm going on my holiday. Would you like to come with me? So here I am. This is the Eurotunnel, the Euro shuttle on the Eurotunnel, should I say. And if you're not familiar, this is the train that obviously carries cars that goes underneath the English Channel and connects England with France. So just to tell you a little bit about where we're going, because you're coming with us. So we live in the West Midlands in the UK, and we set off about 4 hours ago to drive to Folkestone, where the Eurotunnel is, and we will hit France, Calais in about 30 minutes. From there, we're going to spend about 3.5 days driving through France, down through Switzerland, and eventually our final destination on Saturday will be Tuscany in Italy, where we have booked a villa for just over a week, which is going to be fantastic. I can't wait. And then when we return, we're going to probably take another week to come back via the south of France. We have a few friends that we want to call in on. So we'll travel across the south of France and then back up either through central or eastern France, we haven't quite decided yet, to arrive back home in Blighty in just under 3 weeks. Now, I make an apology because I don't have any tea today. It's a little bit inconvenient to get the teapot out at this point. But hopefully normal service will be resumed at some point in the next few days. In the meantime, just to say though, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just somebody who's going on holiday, having a chat with you, you're coming with me. So this is not financial advice, please do your own research. Also just to say, I am desperately trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the time I go to Dubai, to the Crypto Expo event with Safuu. So I'd really appreciate any new subscribers. I'm at about, 600 and something at the moment. It feels as if it's within reach, but with only about a month to go, it's going to be tight. So please do hit that subscribe button down below. If you aren't already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. So let's talk node sacrifice. Oh my word, I don't think I've quite recovered yet. And I don't think many of us have. Gosh, what an evening, a night, a day, whatever it was for you. I think everybody's nails were bitten down to the core with a quick. Certainly for those in the UK and Europe, I guess, it was a very, very late night. Oh my gosh, I think I ended up going to bed at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to get up super early. These are Safuu bags. I think I had about 2.5 hours sleep to get up. And I'm really feeling the effects of it today. I feel a bit jet lagged, but it was all in a good cause. Let's just say nowadays it was really unfortunate the way things panned out in the end. We were all obviously sat there watching that countdown button. Obviously I was gold listed, so really the pressure was off me. But, you know, I was kind of anxiously but excitedly waiting for the countdown to go to 0, and then I was ready to press my buy button for a full node. But obviously there was some snags in the system, let's just say, and so it didn't quite work out how it was all anticipated. So I mean, even I, who's had a gold list spot, felt really anxious. So I don't know how you whitelisters felt trying to buy, well, both light nodes and full nodes. It was an anxious few hours, wasn't it? But we did get there in the end, and the nodes, whether they were light or full, gosh, they went in literally seconds, didn't they? Which is incredible. Not incredible, well, probably not unexpected, but actually it was probably even quicker than any of us thought. Oh my gosh. So I want to say congratulations to everybody and anybody that did get a node or several nodes. Welcome to being a node pilot. Obviously exciting times ahead. We've got a little bit of breathing space before we really need to get into setting up the nodes and, you know, starting to pay for our host service, etc. But you know what, it's exciting, but it's also a very responsible job. You know, the success of the blockchain relies on us as node pilots to do a good job. So we have to take this really seriously. I've said in a previous video, yes, it's the potential of you know, hopefully a really nice passive income stream, but there are, you know, different perspectives on this, and you know, the biggest perspective actually is that the nodes have to be successful. We have to take it seriously. I'm sure we all will, but we have to be good node pilots. But you know, I'm sure there'll be lots of help and guidance coming our way in the future, and I'm certainly going to need it. So looking forward to getting all of that set up. So congratulations to all of you. But actually what I really wanted to say in this video was actually to speak directly to the people that perhaps weren't successful. And I know looking in Discord across the last few hours, there's a lot of disappointed people still. There was always going to be a disappointment because there was never going to be enough nodes for everybody. But I think because of the snags in the whole way it happened, I think some people are feeling particularly upset and disappointed that they didn't feel that they had a fair chance to get their nodes. It's difficult. I and so many other people, including Brian, I know, really wish that it hadn't happened the way it had, or the way it did, but it did happen that way, and the nodes have gone, and that was the principal reason why that happened the other night, why the sale was there. It was to sell the nodes, and in that respect it was incredibly successful. But that doesn't help necessarily you feel any better about it. However, my message to you is this is in no way, shape or form doom and gloom. And I know you might say, well, that's easy for you to say, talk, because you've got a node. Yes, I do have a node. But in a previous video I have said that when Brian first announced the cost of the full node at 2,700 Safuu, I actually wasn't going to buy one. I looked at how much Safuu I had, and I just thought, actually I'm not going to go for it, because I looked at what would happen if I didn't buy a node. And I'm sure so many of you have looked at what will happen to your Safuu that you would have spent on a node in terms of rebasing. But if you haven't, you need to. Because I always took the line that whether you bought a node or not, they were just two slightly different paths to an amazing future. And I mean that. I think for me, and I, you know, again, I was clear in a video that I did about nodes. The difference is that buying a node is probably going to benefit in the long term, but I mean the long term, more than 6 months hence, probably beyond July next year. But they are both just different paths to, I think, very clearly gaining financial freedom. And just in case you haven't crunched the numbers, I have, and I'm just very briefly going to tell you what they are. So let's do the light node first. So light nodes went for 70 Safuu, okay? If you rebased that 70 Safuu now until sacrifice, you will have 189 Safuu. We don't know the price of Safuu yet at sacrifice. Let's just say it's $9. That might be wide, you know, far too much. I just don't know. But let's just say it's a 1-for-1 swap. So $9 Safuu. You would get 312 SafuuX. Come the launch of mainnet, that will be 1,117 SafuuX coins, worth at $9 over $10,000. And if you hold on to that Safuu until July, you don't sell it, you don't touch it, you are sitting on over 47,000 SafuuX coins. Now, do the maths. If it's worth $9, if it's worth 20, 30, 50, 100. Let's look at the full node. And just like that, we are off the train and have arrived in France. So, bonjour, ça va? That's about all I know in French, I'm sorry. So, we got through the light node. Let's look at the full node now. So, because you didn't buy a full node, you have 2,700 Safuu. If you don't touch that Safuu until sacrifice day, you will have compounded to 7,300 Safuu. Again, given a price point, which we don't yet know, but a price point of Safuu at $9, that will give you a total of over 12,000 SafuuX. So, by the time mainnet comes around, that will have grown into over 43,000 SafuuX worth, are you ready? You're not ready? Over $387,000. That's the launch of mainnet. If you then carry on compounding, don't touch that SafuuX, your bag of SafuuX will grow to over 1,800,000 SafuuX coins by July. So, quite honestly, although I do understand your disappointment in not getting a node, I just hope that that goes some way to reassuring you that we are all going to make it. So, I guess the only other thing I wanted to say in terms of the nodes, and obviously those that didn't get the nodes, is given the data, the numbers that I've just given you, please do not make any rash decisions about your Safuu because of your disappointment. Look at those numbers and consider your position. It's a great position to be in. I've just realised that I look a bit like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. I'm sorry, I'm not a glamorous traveller. This is me. Take it or leave it. Just before I sign off, I just wanted to give a really quick shout out to Hank and the blog team. The Safuu blog is an incredible resource for any Safuu investors or potential Safuu investors, and the people that spend their time putting that blog together are just amazing. I really encourage you to read the posts, get involved in the site. It's an absolutely brilliant place to find out anything and everything about Safuu, SafuuX, what's going on, who's doing what, links galore that will be helpful to you. If you haven't checked it out already, please go ahead and do so. Please go do it now. No, watch this video first and then do it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say at the moment, because we are on the road. I feel like Daniel Prada now. But I'm not driving because I have somebody else to drive, and my driver for the next few weeks is the current Mr. Chalk. Say hello, love.
Hello, everybody.
I say the current Mr. Chalk because it's important to keep your partner on their toes. Although I think after over 29 years of marriage, it's probably a shoe-in. Is that right, love? So it's all good. But anyway, you'll see more of my gorgeous hubby as we spend our holiday together, although I just hope we survive the next 3.5 days in the car together. Is that right? We okay? We're good? I think we'll be fine. Let's see. I'm going to bid you farewell. I do hope I see you on my next video. But for now, stay Safuu and cheers. Au revoir.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.